The WJEC specification asks you to study an introduction to religious experience, specifically mysticism. Mysticism isn't a word which encompasses all religious experiences by any means. Instead, mysticism is a particular variety of religious experience, and this PowerPoint will go through what mysticism is like, its nature, and its characteristics. Mysticism is a phenomena that has been around for a very long time. Mystics have been reporting experiences for thousands of years and appear in all religions. It is very difficult to define what is meant by mystical experience because it's based on an experience of something non-empirical that is not part of this world. There are a range of experiences that might count as mystical, and some experiences that might be associated with mystical experiences. We should be more specific about that later on, but it's important to recognise that any attempt to define such experiences will have its limitations. These experiences are different from ordinary experiences in that they are not usually getting the experience in the usual way. The five senses are not directly involved. The experience cannot be shared by others, and it's not open to analysis or assessment in the same way. Having said all this, the common core to a mystical experience seems to be the sense of oneness or unity, be it with the universe or the rest of the cosmos, or with a higher power. There also seems to be an awareness of an ultimate reality, a truth, or possibly God. What is notable about mystical experiences is the effect that they seem to have upon the recipient. A mystical experience appears to be life-changing. It can convert a person to faith where they previously had none. Or it can renew existing faith, invigorate it, and bring about significant action in the person. Generally, they are considered to be positive, in the way that a person's life is improved as a result, and they see meaning and purpose that previously they didn't perceive. A good example of this is St. Paul's conversion in Acts 9. Saul was a Jewish leader who hated Christians and was involved in their persecution as he saw them as a threat to Judaism. He travelled from place to place, using threats and violence to stamp Christianity out. On the road to Damascus, he had a mystical experience where he felt he was in the presence of Christ. His fellow travellers perceived none of this. He was blinded and later healed as part of this experience, and as a result converted to Christianity and founded many new Christian churches, even being imprisoned himself for these actions. Ed Miller regards mysticism as the pursuit of a transcendent, unitive experience with the absolute reality. He claims that mystical experiences have the following features. They are transcendent, meaning that they cannot be located in time or space. They are not subject to the material rules of the world. They are ineffable. It's not possible to fully express them in language. They are noetic. They seem to enable the mystic to gain higher knowledge or truth that is not usually possible in these normal ways. They are ecstatic in that the recipient feels their soul filled with a sense of bliss or peace. And they are unitive. They give the mystic a feeling of being united with the ultimate reality, being part of a whole or one with the divine. So it can be said that the mystic gains knowledge from such an experience. This is something usually dismissed because we would expect to use the senses to gain knowledge and understanding. However, mysticism gains knowledge in a more direct way, as though straight from the ultimate source. The mystic seems to feel unlimited by the normal boundaries, such as their body, brain, space and time. They feel released from these things in a sense of having been freed from a trap where they were previously blinded or ignorant. The feeling is usually pleasurable and desirable, worries or cares seem trivial, and the more important, significant knowledge is revealed. Many who study mysticism see it as a ladder, moving gradually from the earthly, bound world up towards mystical heights. This can be attained gradually through assistance from the divine, or via practice and disciplines such as meditation or prayer. It's often compared as a movement from darkness towards the light.